Good evening, everybody. 8:06. I'm running late. Last minute live. I didn't really have this 100% organized or anything like that. It's like literally at the last minute. But I managed. I was able to get everything ready to go, set up. I'm jazzed as usual. I've got the jazz music on. This evening, we're gonna make, I know what you're thinking. Maybe not soul food. Maybe not. But after I'm through with you this evening, I think that you will think that homemade lasagna is certainly soul food. And it's coming right at you hard this evening. We're going to do homemade noodles. I'm going to show you what I add into my lasagna. We've got four varieties of the cheeses, which is absolutely fantastic. We're rising up another loaf of bread over warm water in order to give it some lift, some real oomph. We're infusing an olive oil with some rosemary. It's just going to be absolutely fantastic. As you can see, I'm totally wired because I've just been burning. But let's go do it. Let's get at it. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm going to show you how to make lasagna noodles, or any noodle. You can use this recipe for absolutely any noodle whatsoever. So let's get started, shall we? I'm going to move some of these ingredients off to the side because I'm going to be using this whole entire area. Okay, I like lots of room when I'm making my homemade noodles. This recipe is also great for homemade noodles for mac and cheese. And I'll show you how to make those noodles homemade as well. I'll do one ribbon of them, so at least you know that you'll be able to do it that way as well, using the same recipe, which I think you'll probably appreciate a lot. Welcome everybody. I should say that I really appreciate all the viewers. I'm having awesome experiences with you guys. You guys are fantastic. I don't know what else to say except thank you very much. I'm en route, working slowly up the ladder, hopefully to get to the grand scheme of it all, And you guys are helping me, each and every one of you. And I really appreciate everything that you say and leave me, and all the great remarks. I work hard to answer the majority of them. If I haven't answered you yet, I do apologize, but I do honestly give it 100%. Enough with the gab, eh? Okay, noodles, the pasta noodles. Be right back. I left some egg yolks in the fridge. Let me go get them. Okay, so in Italy, what they do is they put a whole bunch of flour on the board like this. 1 cup, 1 more cup. So that would be 2 cups of white unbleached flour. Pretty simple so far, right? But what they like to do is they like to make a little well like this and bring it around. Just gently move all that flour from the middle. And then what they like to do is go egg yolks right in the center and slowly incorporate the flour into that using a spoon or a fork or something. What I like to do, sort of reinventing the wheel here a little bit, is I like to put my egg yolks in a mixer and froth the heck out of them. So all the egg yolks in a mixer, and I'm gonna throw on my whisk wheel here with a little water just to make them light. Because often these varieties of noodles are very leathery, very rough, and sometimes overly chewy. I like to keep them as light and airy and easy to eat as possible. So I just have my egg yolks in there, wire whisk, a little bit of water, just a splash, close it off, let it rip. add air into those egg yolks already. That's the key. Add the rest of these egg yolks in. I'm really streaming now while the mixer's on. Alright, that's enough. That's pretty good there. I just wanted to add some air into it. Remove the bowl. Use your own wrist and really give her. Give her, give her, give her, give her, give her, give her, give her. The lighter you make these egg yolks, the lighter the dough is going to be. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? That's pretty good. Now I've added all the flour I need, but I want to stretch it out just a bit more. Just like this. I'm just moving the flour with my hand off to the side, nothing too serious here. And then what I'm gonna do is, you got it, that frothed egg yolk's just gonna go right on your board. Everyone's freaking out right now. Oh my God, raw egg on the board. Raw egg on the board. Yep. Now, like I said earlier, I'm gonna use a, what's this? A fork. Just gonna flick, 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 flick off the top, 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 gently. Then, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a little bit. Just gonna draw a bit. A little happy place in here. Happy ingredients, very simple. Just white flour right now and those egg yolks. Just gonna draw now. I'm gonna start to push with the sharp end of the fork, making sure not to incorporate too much of the flour right off the bat. The reason why is because I don't want it crumbly. I want it messy. I want it icky. I want it very, very hard to work with your hand. That's what you want to do. Just kind of mush it down. Be gentle. There's no rush with this. Enjoy it. It's what we do. So I've got one loaf of bread in already. Okay, I just wanted to show you what it would look like. The other one's rising on that hot water there for the noodles, which is a little, I like to do. It's kind of a little bit of a trick. So now it's like light. It's light and airy. Just gonna bring it around. Just gonna bring in a little bit more. Just gonna try to bring it in. It's okay if it's gluing onto your hand like that. You want that. That means you haven't added an exuberant amount of flour in the mixture yet. You do not want to do that. You just want to incorporate this slowly. Love the dough. Love the dough. Use your gentle hands. Make sure the dough's very happy. Just incorporate it slowly. Let them shake hands. Let the ingredients mingle a little bit. Eventually, you will get a ball. But we're in no rush to do that. There we go. These little itsy bitsy parts. You can look around. If they're bright yellow, throw them in. If they're not bright yellow, get rid of them. They will nuisance the mixture. They don't want to be in there. They don't want to join the party. That's okay. They don't have to. They don't have to. I know I have everything I need right now. This might seem wasteful, you guys, but it's absolutely necessary. I assure you, we must use this much flour, even though half of it we will throw out. Okay, so I have pretty good amount there already mixed. This here, all of this flour, get rid of. Do not use it. You know why. It's 100% raw egg in it. But now you can see I'm using my scraper, and all that raw egg that was on there now is now up into that flour mixture. And this is as smooth and as clean as you can well imagine. I'm gonna scrub it with soap and water. You know that. Bring my garbage can over and just draw it in, draw it in, draw it in. White flour is cheap. If you want an exact recipe, you're gonna have one. I'm gonna wash these up, including my hands. Gotta get all that egg yolk off of there. Let's get some running water. Get some soap. Hope everybody's having a great evening. Get a little bit of it Dawn. Give it a scrub. Give it a scrub, just like that. Boom. Scrub it up, little soap, little water. Just to make sure. Oops, that fell on the floor. That's okay. We'll get that into some soapy water. Clean rag, dry clean. We're not done. Not even close to being done. Dry that off. Dry my hands off. Not very exciting this evening, I know. Just don't worry, we're getting to it. Okay, we're gonna grab a little bit more flour, just a little bit. Not too much. What we're gonna do now is incorporate a little more flour, just to kind of smooth it out a bit. It should feel pretty heavy, hard, leathery like. That means you're doing a good job. Let's make our noodles. One. We're gonna slice it into 4/4. Grab one little ball that's pretty easy to work with. Okay. Grab your knife. Move that off to the side. No worries. Continue to work it. I like to roll it into a little worm like this. Now from here you can do all kinds of noodles. You can roll it out and then slice it real skinny to make spaghetti. You can roll it out at the right length and make macaroni. Jeepers, you can do so much. This is very important that you apply even pressure in the middle of the rolling pin. The reason why you want to apply even pressure in the middle of the rolling pin is you want this to be perfectly flat. Once this is all ironed out, rolled out, you should be able to see your hands through it. So just like that. Once you get to here, slice it again. We're not rushing these noodles. We're using our hand. We're loving them. We're leaning in and we're loving these things. Bring it up. Use your knife. That's when it's like, hey, you need more flour. Give it more flour if it's asking. Homemade noodles are so much nicer than noodles in a grocery store. Sorry, they are. So now let's have a look here. All right, am I able to see my hand through it yet? Just hold up some fingers and light. Yeah, sort of. We're almost there. Remember, the skinnier they are, the lighter they're gonna be. And once they're out of the water, they get really easy to handle and quite playful indeed. Grab some more. Doom ba-doom. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Hope you guys have a nice glass of red wine or scotch or vodka or something, because when this is ready, I'll have one with you. We'll sit down and have a little chat. Little how do you do about life? How's that looking? Up to the sky. Pretty good, pretty clear. Just gonna roll these all out here, guys. Earlier, I already made my sauce. I roasted some Romas on the grill outside. I'll have this recipe out to everybody who's already on my list. I grilled the Romas with some olive oil, some S&P on the grill, and brought them inside, smashed them, warmed them up with some olive oil, some oregano, S&P. Just try to keep it pretty simple. Boom, there's another one. You can leave it like that, you know, because afterwards, after it's out of the water, they're super easy to handle, and slice them how you will. Completely up to you. You guys are probably wondering, are we gonna watch all of this procedure? Yes, you are. You're watching it all. Unless you'd like to go somewhere else. And you know what? That would hurt my feelings. Actually, a little bit. I'm just kidding. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. I get it. It's not very exciting rolling out noodles. Is it? Wait till the end product. You're going to get pretty damn excited. So I've got 4 varieties of cheeses that I use. One is a blue cheese. One's a Reggiano. One's a good old aged white. And the other one is a Mozza for that nice long stringiness, right? One more here. I also made a few loaves of French bread earlier, about an hour ago to be exact. To be honest with you, I sort of rushed the bread and I was worried that it wouldn't rise. But what's great, what is fantastic is if you are in a rush and you're like, oh my God, I've got someone coming over and I've got this recipe to do, wouldn't it be awesome to have some nice fresh bread? Yes, it would. Would be nice. So if you want to rush it, whisk it up, use the hand mixer, whatever, but the most important thing in order to help it rise as quick as you possibly are able to help it rise, use this. This water over here I'm using for the noodles. This bread is sitting over that steam, lightly warming this up. Look how it's risen already. Look how light it is. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's almost there. Light heat helps something rise. The lighter the heat, steam, that's the word I was looking for. Steam is the lightest heat, but also it can be the meanest heat too. So you gotta be careful with steam burns. Boom, let's get these in the water. Let's move our bread over here. Let's get these noodles in heavily salted water. Make sure the water's boiling too. It's not boiling yet, I'll get it up to speed. That's okay. I'll look for my lid, and it's over here. I'll get that up to speed. So earlier I made my sauce. Here it is. It smells absolutely delicious. I'm super jazzed about it. Ooey gooey delicious. Let's infuse an olive oil. Let's do that. Let's go to the cutting board. Come to my cutting board. While that water's heating up to boil. Let's pre-prep our ingredients that we're gonna layer in there, shall we? Spinach. This little leaf has a whole bunch of water. I mean, I'm talking crack-lacking, like a lot of water. You want to make sure that you remove the moisture out of this ahead of time. You don't want to add it in the lasagna, or that will just increase the amount of water that's in it. Don't do that. Let's go heat up a frying pan and remove that water. But let's remove it with flavor. Olive oil in the pan. Just gently warm that up. Gently warm that up. I've had this element on, so it'll warm up pretty quick. Slice some garlic. Slice up some garlic. Just remove that skin, just like that. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Get rid of this. Move that to the side. Our spinach is hopping around that frying pan all happy. Water is heating up. It's going to be hot very, very soon. Throw that right in with your spinach. Let that go for a little bit. How's our water doing? It's getting up there. It's getting up there. You want a rolling boil. You want that thing rolling. You want it moving. This olive oil heats up super quick. Let's move it to min. All we want to do is warm it up. Once it's warm, you add your ingredient, herb, whatever flavor you want in then, and just let it sweat off. If it's smoking hot, you risk the fact that you lose all your flavor through burning. Obvious, right? Let's go chop up some rosemary. Let's also have a look at our bread. Oh, it's a beauty and it's coming out. Oh, it's a beauty and it's coming out. This is the problem with small itsy bitsy kitchens. You have to make way for other things. Right? That baby's going in. Hello, little baby. And just let that rest now. What I like to do while it's smoking hot is this. Grab a bit of butter. Grab my handy dandy butter dish. And just put that on there and melt it right on top. Just like this. Let it drizzle down to the side, just like this. This is a French bread, as you can see. Very crispy. I want crispy. I like crispy. I need it. Just let that spinach cook off the moisture. Just let it cook off. Let's go chop that rosemary up. Homemade's best, right? Homemade is best. You can do it if you enjoy it. If you enjoy the option to make homemade anything, then you're going to enjoy making homemade noodles, because let me tell you, they are crack-a-lacking. Rosemary's heading right into that olive oil. Boom, just like that. Boom, have a look at that. That looks pretty cool. In go my noodles. Kablang, blang. Just my sheets of noodles are going in. My sheets are going in. You want these in for about 11 minutes. 11 minutes, fresh pasta. Set your clock here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let that go. My little bread needs a little S&P. Sprinkle it on top, just make it. So, obvious reasons why I added a little bit of butter on there is to make sure my S&P adheres to the skin. Rookie error if you do not do that. Don't do that. This thing is beautiful. Okay, so we got our spinach popping. Let's add some onion to that. Little onion. Slice your regular white onion in half. Slice those ends off, get rid of it. Move it to the side, just like that. Move that little slimy skin too off to the side. These guys got ringettes in this motion here. In that direction, I should say, not motion. So I just went against that, and I'm going to go like this, and I'm just going to drag my knife. We're not looking for absolute perfection. We're looking for absolute good experiences. Have some fun. For heaven's sakes, have some fun. Let me go grab a spoon. Onion, spinach, white onion, garlic. Boom. Let's add some butter into that too. About a teaspoon into that. Beautiful. Let's go handy dandy lemon peel. Just remove a little bit of that skin. You don't want any of the white. The white is bitter. Lengthways, swing it around. Make a nice little mince out of it. Show it who's boss. Head over here, do the same thing. That's now acts like a glaze, and it's all set. That salt's happy. Okay, that's cool. Round 2 with the lemon zest, yeah? Round 2 with that lemon zest. Get some lemon zest on that homemade bread. That will sweat into the crust. Head over here. Make our onion spinach mixture all happy dappy do. I don't need this anymore. We're gonna add some olives into this. Let me show you how to mince an olive that has a seed. Let's go to the board. How do you know you have a good olive? How do you know you have a good olive? That's how you know you have a good olive. The stem is still on it with it, hanging around. All I do, you guys, is I go around the seed. This is not hard. Remove the seed. You need a seed in an olive, that's when you know it's fresh, okay? You want to get right on down there. Give it a little julienne styles. Right. And then just mince. Just mince it up. I want to get a few of these. When you get really good, you can do a roll cut too. You can just roll the seeds. You want me to do a slow-mo on that roll cut? Okay, here. All you do is you're using the fact that it's round, you're angling the knife away from you, and you're rolling that olive. When you get really good, you can nail it, and you just go around that seed. I'm actually using the wrong knife. I'm using my Ginsu knife. I should be using my long, narrow slicer. Let's use that one. There we go. Oh, now it's happy. Olives in the pan. Let's put them in there. Kabang. Olives, onions. Just like that. Beautiful. Let's have a look at our noodles. Ooh, they're blossoming quite nicely. I'm going to wash my tongs. Let's have a look. Look at these guys. Look at these. They're just beautiful. They're not ready yet, but they're beautiful. They're not ready. It's very steamy. You probably aren't able to see that, so I'll bring one up. It's just almost there. We're about 5 minutes away. This other loaf of bread in here, look at it. Just look at it. Look at it. That rosemary infused olive oil, that's going to go on this one early. Just like that. Just like that. That's going to go back in the oven. No horsing around there. Okay, we're almost ready to make our lasagna. Grab my scraper, wash it up. I also, oh, here's a hint, or a helpful hint. If you have hot soapy water ready to go in there, blah, 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 blah. I know it's just sitting there, whatever, what have you. Add some vinegar into it, and your soap will last longer. In essence, it's a lot cleaner. Okay, I'm going to head over here now, and I'm going to work this board. Going to clean it just like this. Boom, boom. Same thing. Grab a little soap. Ah, you guys thought you had me, didn't you? A little soap and water on there. Make sure it's clean, although we're not using it for anything other than sitting something on top of it. That's okay. Lasagna pan, I put a little wax on the bottom of it. Boom, boom, boom. Or I shouldn't say wax paper, a parchment, I should say, to be more accurate. These noodles are ready. I'm going to bring them out. Just like this. Grab my strainer right over top. The larger they are, the more clumsy they can be, so make sure when you're lifting them up that you lift them in the middle. There we are. Beautiful. Shut that off. Shut that off. Come over here. Clean towel. Look at these babies. I mean, they're smoking hot. Don't get me wrong. But they're also extremely beautiful. Now, assembling a lasagna. You want it to be rustic. Rustic is real. Rustic is the right way to do this, okay? You don't have to be all like clean and neat and have all those edges all shiny. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Grab one, grab your knife, estimate it. Boom, we're going in there. We're just dropping one in, just like that. Grab your other one, rip it, shred it, enjoy it. You want it rustic. Rustic is good. Rustic is exactly what you're going for. Other noodle. Hot. Boom. Just like that. Grab your homemade grilled roasted Roma tomato sauce. Oh My goodness, it smells good in here. Okay. This is like very simple, you guys. This is not hard. You're gonna sprinkle a little of your mixture of spinach, onions, rosemary, olives, and garlic. Uniformity, blah blah blah. No uniformity here. Everyone's gonna be just extremely happy that you made homemade noodles for lasagna. On that layer, no cheese. No cheese. This layer, there's going to be some cheese, let me tell you. Make it messy, make it good, make it authentic. Grab your cheeses, which I've already been prepared for. We've got some gorgonzola. Just a little bit, super strong, super strong, super strong, super strong. Okay. Mazza. Stringy cheese, very light. Reggiano, I'm gonna reserve that for a little bit later. Aged white cheddar. So you can see, lots of cheese. So don't alarm yourself. But I put sauce over this now to help it melt. Just like that. Help it melt. Love it. Wiggle it. Give it a little wiggle. Make it fun. Grab some more noodles. They don't have to be exact. Just put them on there. Rip them. Work them. Have fun with them. Now, you don't really want any blue cheese. Blue cheese is quite strong, so you're going to want to wait on that. This layer, add the majority of the mozza because it's halfway through. Mozza acts like an adhesive. It will hold everything close to its mozza heart. Add some of your mixture. Melt that cheese. Help the process out. Help that process. Oh man, it smells good in here, let me tell you. That steam from the sauce is going right up my nose, into my brain, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling kind of good right now. Okay, last of our noodles, I believe. Yep. This one should be a big Whopper. Oh, it's a Whopper. It's a Whopper. Grab your knife. There you go. I'm just gonna push in the center to sort of level it off a little bit. Get your sides just like that. Get them just like that. Then I'm gonna add that white, aged white on there, just like that. And now this is when I smoke it with that Reggiano Parmigiano right at the end. I just give her. Because it likes, after it's in the oven for a little bit, it likes to really crust up and brown up nicely. And I would say that that looks pretty damn good. That one's going in the oven. Just like this. How's our bread doing? And through pre-preparation, I've got one right here, coming out hot and coming over. I'm going to slice that up for you. And the other one's going in. And hold on just one sec, you guys. I just got to look after my bread. Now, it's alright, eh? An electric range. And eventually, we'll have something a little bit nicer. Right now, she's doing the trick pretty damn nicely. Little Reggiano at the end, just like that. Move your stuff off to the side. Clean that up. Bang. Bring your board over to the party. Hi, board. Hi, party. Little green on top, little fresh basil right on top. But not now. Now I need to plate this noodle. Slice that right down the middle. Ooh, this is hot. Hot, 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 hot. Right out of the oven. Yeah, she's hot. It's okay, my hands are fine. My hands are fine. Let's plate this up. Move this board over here. Grab a plate. Ooh, you know what? I like this platter. I think this platter will look absolutely fantastic. Let's move my mixer. I'll be right back. Let's get all set up in here. Let's get all set up and make this look good. Rubber spatula. This is the tricky part, getting it out. Getting it out's tricky. I'm not even lying to you at all. You guys all know it. You guys all know it. The key is a really sharp knife and a lot of patience. But we have both, don't we? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness! Oh, that's hot. Woo! I mean, come on. Like, come on. Looks rustic already. I'm gonna add a little bit of that fresh basil on top, just like that. Oh, you know I'm gonna be slicing that open. And the bread knife right here. I'm gonna go right down the gut with this one. Oh, it's so nice. Woo, steamy. Beautiful air. Airy. Get that nice lemon zest. Little S&P on there. Slice it good and thick. Slice it on an angle. Just like this. And well, there you go. It's lasagna night at my house. Homemade lasagna. Looks absolutely delicious. As a chef though, I really gotta clean that up. Gotta clean that up. Just gotta do that. Oh, and I gotta do this. Gotta do this. Just because I'm so particular, apparently. A little S&P on the side, a little S&P on the side. Just in case you're wrestling with that lasagna and it lands on the plate, you get a little S&P there, a little salt. You guys, I really appreciate everything. Thank you so much again for the views. Lasagna, soul food way, made from the heart. One love. One love. Really appreciate you guys. Remember that we're all on earth under one sheet, under one umbrella. Remember that. And say hi to your neighbor. That's important too. Unless you don't like them, then just leave them be. Or her. Whatever. Have a great night. Thank you so much for everything, you guys. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you again next time. Have a look.